Hello, studio. Hi, guys. Hi, studio. Hi, Ron. Happy Friday. We made it. Somehow. So let's put the mouse over here. How are you guys today? Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to get paint water. Okay, well, I'll let you stare at the little line drawings. Hi, Winter's Rain. Very zen music. Oh, I can't even hear my music. This is Pretzel Rocks Radio. It's the ambient station. Okay, so I will be right back. I have to run downstairs and grab my paint water. Otherwise, we'll just be painting with invisible substance. Or I guess I could draw. But no, we're going to paint. So I'll be right back, guys. I'll also fill up my water bottle. Okay, I made it. I ran and now I'm out of breath. See you paint on these sketches? Yeah, so these are gonna be the Patreon postcards this month, and I'm kind of playing with the same, maybe not the same exact idea I did earlier this week. Actually, I don't even know if I showed you this one or if I posted it online. So this has been kind of an experiment lately, trying to bridge my digital illustration style with my traditional work, which if you have been following me for a while, you see a lot of my traditional work is much more, it's some of it's a little realistic, but mostly it's very stylized. And then my digital work is very more bold colors, line work, and made up of lots of layers on top of each other. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You just have to go check it out on my website or something. But yeah, so the bridge between those is kind of this weird, I don't know, I'm trying to get there and playing with, I think I showed you guys this one, or I did this one on Monday's stream, maybe. I'm losing track of streams and days so much lately. This was a little forest piece. So this was watercolor and color pencil. So that idea, that style, I'm not copying it for these postcards, but I'm sort of playing with it or trying to push it even more, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. We'll be doing the watercolor and color pencil on top of it. Maybe some ink, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Ron. Unframed piece feels like a landscape study chunk out of a Steven Universe episode. Oh, which I still haven't watched, and so many people have told me to watch it. Hi, Tony. All right, move the chat over there. That's a little better. So, I don't really need my iPad over here, but I have it because I want to have some of my landscape photos up as color inspiration. Where's my folder? Dappled lighting. I love looking at photos of dappled lighting in the forest. Tidying up your living room, watching, listening, not able to type. That's totally understandable. I get it. Yay for cleaning company. Oh, for a second I thought you meant the cleaning company arrived, and never mind. I get what you're saying. You like having company while you clean. I do the same exact thing when I do dishes, or if I'm like tidying up one of the rooms. I throw on a stream in the background, but it does make it really tricky to talk, so do what you gotta do. Alright, which one do we want to start with? We have one that's like a cloud, lots of clouds and a mountain in the distance. It's got a lot of negative space going on. We have a couple pine trees with a little river down below. This one also has a lot of negative space, and I thought some of the bigger chunks I might do like wet into wet kind of gradient stuff. And this one is more of a zoomed out. Oh, it's a little waterfall at the bottom. I don't know which one I want to do first. Maybe I'll do the one that is detached. I also have, oops, I have a lot of thumbnails in here. I was practicing drawing some pine trees, and I was gonna color these in, just little like value studies, but I just was like, we'll move on to the postcards. So I have a bunch of other designs in here that could potentially be other postcards, but they weren't like, there's things I don't like about each of these, so I'd have to think about them more, think about the layouts. We'll set that aside. I think I'll actually set that there so you get have something interesting to look at while I start these. Let's get some more light on here. You vote waterfall? Oh, okay. Where was the waterfall one? Oh. That was this one. Hey Digital. Final piece for your extra due today. So you're arting alongside. Yes, Ron. That makes me happy. I like having company with other people doing art while they watch and hang out. I feel kind of like a zombie today, so I apologize if I seem a little out of it, just because I haven't been sleeping very well. I'm a bit stressed out, but it's okay. Ron, your encouragement the other day was amazing. Like, there have been days where I've been on the verge of just total panic. And for those of you who are watching who have no idea why I'm freaking out, a lot of you heard me say in previous videos that I'm going to Jamaica, which is now only like 6 or 7 days away, to meet my family. It's for a family reunion basically, but it's also for my dad's retirement. And that's been planned for like ages, like a year. It's been on the calendar for as long as I can remember. And it's finally here. But oh, guess what? Let's do something totally ridiculous and decide to move this month. So we are moving basically the first week of February. So I have between now and February 1st to pack and clean the entire house, virtually with no help because Wolfie's not home very often. And we're also going to be gone for 8 days out of that time. So it's way less time than I think I have. It's like 20 days or something. So that on top of keeping up with all of my stream schedule and video schedule and trying to sell things to make money and fund the move, like all of that is kind of overwhelming me right now. Hi, Danya. But for the next couple hours, I'm gonna try to forget about all of that and just draw and paint and be relaxed. And if anyone wants to talk about art or life or whatever, just go for it and chat. Is this bright enough for you guys? I feel like it looks, on my screen it looks a little bit dark. But it might just be my preview is not great. I feel like I was holding this for a reason and I never... Oh, I was looking for the light green, which I just remembered I put in my other thing. I thought I had other colors, but maybe not. Oh well. We aren't using them yet anyway. I'm gonna be using my little mini travel set again. It's been fun to paint with this. It's been a while. You've been watching the replays while you study. That isn't medical sciencey. Yeah, no, we very rarely talk about anything sciencey. Do we? Maybe a little. If I don't know, do you count the talking about the physical properties of paint or light? So these are the colors that are in this palette, and yes, I know this is ridiculously messy. The inside is a little bit better because I did clean the mixing areas. I think last time you guys saw it, it was it was a total disaster actually. It's a well-lived in palette. Lived with? Lived in? I live in this palette. Okay, so a couple times while I'm painting this, I'll like put the camera closer and zoom in a little so you can see some close-up action. One thing I want to make sure before I start is to erase the lines just a little bit. So this is a kneaded eraser, which I obviously really just opened and I haven't kneaded it very much. Kneaded. And I know this is making my camera shake a lot. I'm sorry. Earthquake. So once I get the sketch on the paper, I just dab it with something like this, or I use my bigger eraser very lightly, and it makes the outlines still visible but extremely light so they won't show through too much, because ultimately if I'm doing something like this, I use lots of layers of watercolor, but then I actually come back in with colored pencil, like using specific colors in specific areas, so that's what I want to show through in the end. Hi, Pink Flamingo. Hang in there, thank you. Hey, Carolyn. You love the color chart video? Awesome. Yeah, if you guys missed it, I posted a new video today. I meant to post it yesterday, but there was, I noticed an error and I had to fix that kind of the last minute, which added a couple hours of work. But I uploaded that today, and it's a color chart. So it's a 2-color mixing chart, which I cut out. Obviously I have strips now, but basically one color on one end, another color at the other end, and you paint a gradient between the two. It's almost like you're expanding upon a normal mixing chart by doing that. So you could technically take a normal mixing chart and look at all the custom colors you can mix and then do this for each of those colors. And a color wheel, which I think I did this one on the video, the gouache one. Oh, and someone left a comment already, which kind of was an interest. It made me think I might want to try this, but since this is gouache, I could technically come back in with a damp brush and blend between the colors, and it would make it like a nice soft color wheel. Since you can reactivate gouache later, it never really cures. It might be kind of a fun challenge to get like a really smooth blend. So if you're interested in that, you could take it to the next level. You were looking for one. This is, oh good, excellent pink. That makes me happy. I also thought about how for people who don't have a printer that, or if they can't print onto watercolor paper, I might release the charts with really thick black lines so that you can trace it instead, because those lines that I have on my templates right now are definitely not going to be visible through watercolor paper because they're so thin. They're just meant to, like, you know, be the guide and disappear. But for those of you who can't print on watercolor paper, I'm like, how can I help them? So I thought about just doing a thick version that you can see through, either by like putting it on your window and then you'll be able to see through your watercolor paper, or if you have a light table, which I think would be more powerful, a little bit better. Video editor do you use? There's one in YouTube Studio. Oh, there's one. I didn't even know there was an editor in YouTube Studio. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I have Adobe CS. I have the whole suite. So I have like Photoshop and Premiere Pro and InDesign and all of that. And I've had it for many, many, many years. And I used a lot of programs when I was a designer and a lot of programs when I was a photographer. And now I'm using a lot of programs as a painter. Okay, let me mix some blue before I... This is the problem with... I love talking to you guys, and I get talking and rambling, and I don't actually paint anything. So we'll start painting, and then hopefully I'll be able to talk through it. But yeah, I know Adobe Premiere Pro is a little bit intense, especially for someone who's not super familiar with computers, with programs in general. It definitely has a learning curve, but it's extremely robust. You can do like anything with it. You would do them all day if you had time. I know, I love doing color charts. I have too many. I have way too many. Spooky song. Maybe not spooky, but interesting. You never know what you're gonna get with Pretzel Rock. Like, I am playing the ambient station, and it's a huge mix of a wide variety of ambient stuff. Regular or watercolor pencils? Danya, for something like this, I'm using regular color pencils because I don't want them to dissolve when I'm adding the layers. I usually do the watercolor, I do the pencil layer last anyway, but sometimes I'll go back in and do more, so I don't want it to just disappear. But I've done watercolor pencil a little bit in the past, and I feel like I would have to use it more to get used to it and to like really take advantage of its properties. Yeah, you might be... Adobe Premiere Pro is very intense, Carolyn. I don't know if it would be too much for you. There might be an in-between program out there somewhere that you really would get along with. Hey Dexline, you have ASMR rain outside. Oh my god, fresh pancakes and hot cocoa. Yes! Teach me everything I need to know about art. Okay, here's everything you need to know about art. Just start. There you go. That'll get you through the rest of your life. Stop thinking about sketching and just start. Stop thinking about drawing and just start. Stop worrying about if you're good or not, just start. Yeah, you should definitely be writing this down. It's really hard to remember. All right, so let's continue. I kind of want to make this a snowy landscape, so I have to be careful with my placement. But the distant mountains I can do, so let's do like a purplish tint. Oh my god, that's so bright. Way too dark. Potter's pink and cobalt blue make a beautiful muted purple. Kind Master? Oh. I didn't even... Wow, I can't imagine how convenient it must be to edit a video on your phone. Doing that. We're gonna be adding layers as we go, but for this, soft layers. I know this first part isn't as exciting. Once we get more layers on the paper, it's more enjoyable, but I need a base to start with. You have Adobe Premiere Pro CS6. Oh no. No, that's awesome. If you have it, go watch as many YouTube tutorials as you need, because you'll need them. You'll feel much better. Do you have this? Oh no, it's CS6. Okay. If you had the CAC version, there's a really good YouTube channel that I follow that does amazing tutorials, especially for Premiere Pro CC. She used to do, well, actually I don't remember which program she started with, but some of her advice goes across no matter which version you have, but her name is Premiere Gal. Same spelling of Premiere, like Premiere Pro, but it's Premiere Gal. Definitely go check her out. A lot of the advice goes across the different versions, but sometimes she gives out like freebies, but those freebies pretty much only work with CC, so don't get confused there. No, not using a reference right now. I'm just going with the flow. The flow of watercolor. So this is our very light first layer, and once we're done with all of the first layers, we'll start building up the depth and building up the forms and stuff like that. So this is pretty the exact way I did something like this, and I actually took process photos of this, which I think I still have on my phone, but it's kind of fun to see how it builds up. So basically this one starts off as just a almost straight wash of really light gray, and then I start adding any mid-tones or darker values just to like, so I can see the difference between the lights and the darks. And then slowly start layering up and adding shadows and coloring different forms and getting it to this point basically. It might not be very obvious how many layers it takes, but it's about 5 or 6, I think. Oh my gosh, Love and Life. I agree. I love Potter's Pink so much. It's gorgeous. So let's see. Next up. And just an FYI, today's stream will be 2 hours, and then if we're still feeling it, we can jump over to Twitch. We did it last week and it was really nice. I think we continued the stream for like 2 hours over on Twitch, so yeah, it was fun though. I liked it, so I figured we'll do that from now on. Those of you who like, because I know 2 hours is a long time for a replay, so that's why I don't want to have my replays be more than that. Oh, and I want to remind you guys that tomorrow is the Paintalong. Tomorrow is the first Paintalong of 2020, and I'm really excited. We're going to be doing a watercolor forest. And I'm going to be hopefully incorporating some of the things I've been learning about glazing and layering. I mean, not hopefully, like I'll definitely be incorporating those things. You're feeling it? Tomorrow the Paintalong is at 6 p.m. like usual, so that's in the UK. Make sure you look up your time zone. I won't be starting the stream early for a long warm-up, so make sure you warm up ahead of time. Mostly because I don't want the recorded video to be extra long for the people who are watching the Paintalong after the fact. I want it to just be the Paintalong and jump right in and start painting, so don't forget to warm up if you need to. You need a big screen and proper keyboard and mouse. Yeah, if you film on the phone especially, that makes it great, because like basically what I have to do every time I make a video, if I film it, usually I use about 3 different cameras when I film videos. I have my overhead video that you see here, I have my nice Canon camera which I can use for close-ups and outdoor, like if I'm walking around outside I usually use my nice camera for the video. I also use my phone because sometimes it just needs to happen. And I have to take all the cards out, put it in the card reader, transfer all the files to my computer, and then with my phone photos and video automatically upload to Google Photos, and I have to download them from there. So it's like a lot of extra steps. So Studio, I completely understand why you would love editing on your phone. It seems like that would be very, very convenient. Yes, I am excited too. I don't know, maybe it's only been a couple months, but I feel like it's been so long since we've done a watercolor paint-along. Have we? I think we've done a couple gouache in a row, but yeah, I just really enjoy the watercolor ones. They're so relaxing. Watercolor in general. Alright, I'm kind of winging this part, but oh, a particular good way of warming up. I had such a bad day of bad paintings yesterday. I understand that feeling. Oh my gosh. a good way to warm up if you're doing, like for instance, we're going to be doing watercolor landscapes. So you already know we're going to be doing landscapes. Pick a reference photo, browse around online, find something that inspires you, a landscape, and do a value study of it. You could draw, you could do it with pencil, do a value study sketch, then get out your paints and do a value study painting. So just black paint, so you just dilute it to get it to be lighter. And usually by then your hand is a little bit warmed up, your hand-eye coordination is warmed up, you're in the landscape zone, you're thinking about lighting. So all of those things are really great for warming up. It's my favorite thing to do. If I also have time, I'll jump into like doing color and stuff too, but it's also just a really good habit to get into before, like if you're outside painting, doing a little pencil sketch of your scene and then doing a quick value study of your scene. Those things will help you so dramatically. And I mean, right now it's cold out, so no one wants to sit outside for an hour, but it's like on a nicer day, if you have that time, it's really, really helpful to do that warm up. You need to make a system and organize? Yes, you do. It helps a lot. Hi, May. Good morning. Mighty May is here to save the day. Guys, if you don't know Mighty May, I don't remember if I've shouted her out in a while, but Mighty May, also known as Leslie, she is an amazing artist that you should all go follow. May, do you want to post your website or Instagram or something in chat? Otherwise, someone else will for you. But you guys definitely need to go check her out. All right, let's get a little closer. Let's get nice and cozy. Sorry, the camera's shaking. I was pressing a little hard against the edge. You're in the UK too. Yeah, if I do plein air in the winter, it is very brief. It's too cold. Hands get numb, feet get numb. Oh my gosh, Carolyn, video editing. Oh, it takes me ages. I mean, it can easily eat up half a day, if not more. Sometimes several hours, depending on how intense the video is. Yes, love and life. I'm excited. I really, really hope that you guys can make it tomorrow to the Paintalong. Oh shoot, I never updated my Nightbot. It's not the first, it's not December 1st. It's obviously, that's in the past. I'm probably gonna update this now and then forget again. Here, January. And let me check my timers to make sure there's, okay, yeah, we're good. Are you gonna join us, May? That would be exciting. It's been a while since we've had a May. We're gonna get real tiny, these trees. I don't even know if these postcards are gonna work out. We're kind of doing a test with these first few. See if we like it. Why am I always referring to myself as we? It's just like the most natural thing to say. You missed them? You're going out? Oh, you're going out tomorrow. Okay. Well, it would be awesome to see you. I know Saturdays are tough for some people. Yes, set the alarms. I realized this morning that I accidentally scheduled the paint-along on my, like if you go into my YouTube channel and you look at upcoming streams, I noticed that I scheduled the paint-along for 2 p.m. tomorrow, and I was like, oh no. So I quickly changed it. It's updated now. So if you want, you can go to my channel, my YouTube channel, and it'll say upcoming streams. It'll show tomorrow's stream, and you can say, click the button that says set reminder, and then it'll email you when it's live. Or it might even email you like before we go live. I don't even know how it works. But at least then there's something reminding you. Oh, it's water. It's like, what is that line? Do you know what you're painting for the paint-along? Yeah, it's gonna be a watercolor forest. So lots of layers. They're really great subjects for practicing lighting within a landscape. So this tree is gonna have some snow on it. So I need to make sure I don't go too dark. Yeah, it's gonna be nice, especially because I'm choosing a photo from the summer, so it's all cold and icky out, but we're gonna be painting something pretty and warm looking. Yeah, Dexline, give yourself like an hour or something. Okay. No, pancakes will not be an acceptable excuse. Especially since you're not sharing them. Excuse you. I know this is extremely light still, so I'll zoom in again. 70 degrees? Oh my god. What the heck? Well, it's been -1 at the high. The high today was -1. I think it might get up a little bit higher than that, but it was, I think, -4 last night. It was so cold. Ooh, Carolyn, that sounds awesome. Do you post a lot of photos of your plein air adventures anywhere? Or is it more of a private thing where you just do what you want for yourself, nobody else? Digital, -1 is cold. -3 is really cold. Especially if it's a really gusty or humid day, it feels way colder than that. Meanwhile, my friend in Sweden is posting photos of her and her boyfriend outside in the snow in their bikinis and shorts for their Christmas card. They did a funny Christmas card where they went out in the snow like it's summer, and just like she was lying on the lounging chair with sunglasses on. It's just like, oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. You're freezing and playing WoW. Hey Victoria. Doing well here, just getting started on this new piece. This little postcard. Now that I know where my trees are. that's what, I mean, yeah, Victoria, it's all about practice, you know? If you want to learn landscapes, if you want to get better at landscapes, you gotta practice. And luckily there are just so many resources out there for how to do landscapes. But yeah, just putting the time and the effort in. Same for me when I want to, like I say, oh, I want to get better at portraits or drawing characters or something like that. But I'm the one that has to put the time in. But it's hard to do. It's hard to find the time sometimes. Or no, I should say it's hard to make the time. Yeah, portraits and characters are so hard for me. I know the feeling for sure. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe in general, like the longer I paint, the more I paint, the harder it gets. But that's because your own personal vision for what you want to create continues to progress as well. And so it's like there's that gap between what you think you should be able to accomplish and what your skill actually allows you to accomplish, what your hand-eye coordination allows you to accomplish. And it's can be really frustrating when when that gap is really wide. But it's pretty much always gonna be there, you know? I have to remind myself that all the time. Like, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. People are easy. Oh my gosh. So now, yeah, I feel like we know how each other feels. You think people are easy. I think landscapes are easy. I mean, it's all relative. Some landscapes are really hard, and painting them at a certain skill level is hard, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? I feel like you've been developing an amazing new style and approach to some of your paintings. You feel like you had a big skill up aha moment. No, not a moment. Many moments and many experiments. The whole last, I feel like the last several months for me has been just one big long experiment. And even though some of my stuff continues to look the same and like, you know, slowly changes or progresses, there's other things that when I experiment, it's like a huge leap in one direction, you know? So those are the things that excites me, and I kind of chase those trails. And I have to say, I think I've said this way long ago when I did digital, like a long time ago, but jumping between painting digital and painting traditionally, I've never like been able to progress as fast as an artist as when I do that very, very often. And I have no idea why. I'm still trying to figure out why, but I think it has something to do with being constantly confused doing digital painting. Like if I'm in Procreate painting, I'm always losing track of my layers. I'm always confused about what brush I'm using. I'm like, how the heck is this color mixing? Like, I don't get it. I just figure it out as I go, and I'm always confused. And that keeps me, like, seriously keeps me on my toes. And it becomes like putting all these weird puzzle pieces together to create an image. And then when I jump back to traditional, like the mixing, the layering, everything is so straightforward and understandable. And it's like, I can just, like, the struggles I was feeling with digital kind of melt away when I'm doing traditional. There's different struggles there for sure, but it feels like I have a direct channel to my creativity suddenly, and I just like completely let it flow. And especially when I'm experimenting, I feel like those moments are even more helpful or more powerful, and I just make like bigger leaps somehow. I don't know, that was a big long ramble to your statement, but do you kind of know what I'm saying with that? Gonna go back to work. Okay, Carolyn, have a wonderful day of work. Get back to questing. Okay, sounds good. You're seeing the leaps, really? Like, what is? Can you pinpoint one particular leap, May? Because I can't. I just, it all blurs together for me. Like, I feel the excitement that comes with figuring something out, like that to me, that's a leap. That's a leap forward, is when I finally figure something out that I was struggling with for a long time. That is a moment where I have like a mini celebration in my head. Doesn't mean the final result is anything I'm gonna hold on to, or it might just be like one step forward. But kind of something I figured out, I don't know when, a while ago. I felt like such a disconnect between the art I love and the art that I do. And it's like, I tried to figure out why. If I'm just creating from like a purely free place, place in my brain, like I'm allowed to do anything. What am I gonna do? And I do the thing and I have this result. Why does that look so different than the art that I love and gets me so excited when I'm like scrolling on Instagram or Pinterest or something and I see something that I'm like, oh my god, this is so gorgeous. Like, why is that so far away from what I'm doing? And part of it is comfort, because like I love being comfortable. Who doesn't like being comfortable? So I paint and I do things that feel comfortable. If I have the opportunity to just do whatever I want, a lot of times I'll do something that's really fun and comfortable, and usually like not too far away from what I've been doing, just like little steps forward maybe. But the stuff that I love, that I am obsessed with, and that really inspires me to look at, is very uncomfortable for me. And like to get to that point of where those things are more closely, to get to the point where they're closer together would require a lot of being like very vulnerable and uncomfortable in my practice for a while. And part of, I guess it's cryptic when I talk about it like that, but I think what I especially love and what I used to do more of is abstract. So lately you probably notice I'm including a little bit more of abstraction into my work. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably notice that. And I'm leaning much further away from like straight up realism and I don't know, there's like different things, but I know I'm never going to be like well, I can't say never, but I'm not going to be a completely abstract artist because I just love painting landscapes so much, but I feel like I want to bridge those, you know? So, all right, I'm going to stop. I'm rambling so much. Something you're trying to watch too, what you paint is so different than the art you collect and admire. Yeah, isn't that strange? And it's not like we're saying we want to go do this specific style or like you want to go copy something you love. It's more about like how, if you love looking at that thing, what is it that makes you love it? There's got to be something in there that makes you like, that just hits you like right in the art bone. And if you can incorporate something along those lines into your work, you would probably just be like having the most amazing time creating it. So, you know, if you can figure it out, if you can at least define it for yourself, I think it might help you get there. It could just be something as simple as like the lighting. If you look at certain things, at certain art, and you're like, man, this is stunning, and you pick it apart, you might find that it's just the colors or it's the lighting. It might be dramatic, it might be subtle, who knows, but there's a reason you're drawn to it. Wait, the dog, oh, the dog painting. YouTube is scary for you. Why is it scary? What makes it scarier than Twitch for you? Because it's like, I mean, nothing, it's not like it's permanent. If you put it out there, you could just make your video private eventually. You have learned a lot doing that? Yeah. It's interesting to think about those things. YouTube has more people I know that might see it. Oh, I see. Yeah. I get that. That's how I feel about Facebook. It's like, I don't know, it just feels weird posting things on Facebook because it's like random family members or old colleagues will see it. This mysterious, okay, this pencil sharpener mysteriously disappears and randomly reappears. I'm not crazy, it's an actual thing. For 1 minute it will be in my pencil case and the next minute it's gone, and it's gone for like days. Like the last few days I haven't been able to find this anywhere, and I just looked up and it's sitting in my pencil case. Like, what the heck? And it does it all the time. It goes off on adventures without me. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is tilt it like this so that my hand isn't in the way. I hope that's okay, guys. Move that over a little bit. Wait, what? Hello, Garrett. How are you? Saw you on, wait, saw you on the tube of you. Oh, YouTube. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm kind of just playing around right now, just experimenting a little. Hi, Corvulus. Very peaceful. Good. There's got to be a good experimentation quote out there. I don't think this is even showing up. It's maybe sharpening the end just a little bit. It's nice and soft. They're inside your walls. Kind of like that. Okay, let's zoom out. The outlining, the color pencil part is like very minor. It's not super stylized or anything. I think I need to do a few more before I like really decide. This one is definitely stylized though, like the layout of it. So we'll try that one. Oh really, Garrett? Yay! That's so awesome. Oh my god, I'm so scared right now that I'm gonna rip this. Oh god. It's like really not happy about coming out. Maybe I should cut it out. Yeah. I've ripped them before. There we go. I'm gonna trim the edge a little bit, I think. Maybe not though, because if someone is gonna frame that, then they probably want a little bit of extra on this part. Just glue on the edge. I don't know, we'll see. Dibs on the postcard if that's for Patreon. On this one? It is. That's what I'm working on right now, Dexline. So if you really like the snowy one, then I will write your name on it. And that one will be yours. Just let me know. I think that's the most snowy one we have, so far at least. These other ones are not snowy. Yes? Okay then. Dexline. It is done. Awesome. I like when the patrons claim which ones they want. It makes my job easier. I don't have to guess. Keep them in a folder where the regular postcard width barely fits. Oh, okay, good to know. I'll trim it so it's nice and clean. So yeah, it should work out for you. Hi, Jared. How are you today? This is like an extra spooky, weird ambient song. Great winter themed postcard for print. Really? I could expand upon this idea. Maybe by the time I'm done with all the other ones, I'll feel like I'll kind of be leaning in a direction that could work for a future print. So this sketch is more of a summery scene. It's got clouds, some hills, some trees, and more of a foreground rocky tree. This is a big river running through. But yeah, lots of negative space in this one, so we're gonna experiment with that a little. So I just need to pick up the sketch a little. And I'm sorry for the earthquake. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot, guys. I have really exciting news. I finished the entire first draft of Santa Doesn't Come to My House. The book that I've been illustrating for a month? Maybe? I don't know how long it's been. But I gave myself an insanely short timeline for it. And so far I think I'm on track because the first draft is done. Now I can go through, add all the text, see how it looks with the text, adjust some of the drawings if I need to, you know, that kind of thing. So I think on Monday's stream, I'll give you guys a quick I'll read you the story as it is right now. And if anyone has any like major feedback, you can toss it out and I'll think about how I can improve it. And yeah, I'm really excited. So that means, you know, basically early February, I should be ready to apply to some illustration agencies. Although I know I'm gonna probably be a huge chicken at the last minute and be like, oh no, I need more illustrations, I have to wait, because I always do stuff like that. I'm not ready. It's scary, you know, putting yourself out there like that. Welcoming potential rejection is never easy. Excuse me. But that's how you learn. That's how you grow. Okay, let's zoom back in. Thanks, guys. Hovering between well enough and barely hanging on. Oh my gosh, Jared. I'm sorry to hear that, but I kind of understand. I'm not too far off of that at the moment. I have a few moments throughout the day where I'm like, yeah, I totally got this. And then other moments where I'm like, what is life even? I'm not sure why or how, but I used to have a Pretzel Rocks account that I can somehow no longer log into that had all my saved favorites. So I could just play my favorites list and it would be like an hour of music I actually liked from this station. And then now I can't log into that one. I wish I could afford Spotify again. That Spotify to me is like the best music app. It's got everything I need and it has a really great ability to find playlists, make playlists that I really enjoyed. Hello, Uncle. How are you today? May, have you been doing any more lino cut art? I know you did it on stream that time. Did you discover that you really love it, or the opposite? Hello, Sheba's here. Or wait, should I not call you Sheba since you changed since your YouTube name is different? I get so confused because, like, Jared, I always want to call you Itchy. You guys can correct me if I ever say the wrong one. I didn't change your name, so why? Well, we can... Oh wait, there you go. How did it go back to the other one? Ellie. Not much of a morning person since it's 7 a.m. Oh my gosh, good morning. It's 3 p.m. here. Usually catch your Twitch VODs. Cascadia Queen, hello. Oh, hi. Thank you. The Dejas of Joe's doesn't have the same ring. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so next, I think it'll be oh, thanks, Sheba. Thank you. I don't know if you saw these. I think I did this one on Monday's stream. Oh my gosh, that's so glary. Glary? There we go. I think I did this on Monday's stream. And then this one I did between Monday's stream and now. Which, by the way, both of these are for sale on my Etsy shop at pretty discounted prices. So if you want to get some original art at a very low price and support my moving fund, that is how you do it. No, that's too bright. All right. Next is the background trees. And I think I made you to do more than one layer on these trees. Song is stressing me out, but I can't change it yet. Okay, there we go. It's done. This kind of stuff is very precise compared to what I'm used to doing for the postcards, which are like really expressive. So this more like illustrative style requires much more concentration and slow movements and stuff. Oh, thanks, Sheba. Went to bed around 2 a.m. Oof. Oh, that's good. I know, sorry Sheba, that song like snuck up on me and I was already in the middle of that layer, so I couldn't stop to change it. I still need to seek out a good YouTube playlist that's got to be like a chill vibe, like a chill hop maybe, but that isn't copyrighted, because you know, the bots on YouTube are very strict, and if you play something with a copyright, then it will automatically flag your video and maybe even delete your video, so you got to be very diligent about that. Yeah, Mepes makes some chill tracks, but not like a full playlist or anything that I would listen to. I have a couple of his songs that he sent me that I've used in my YouTube videos, actually, which is really cool. Yeah, Sheba, that's what I'm using right now. Pretzel Rock Radio. Or Pretzel Rocks? Hold on, let me check. Let's see. Pretzel Rock. I guess it's just Pretzel. Maybe it used to be Pretzel Rock. But this is the ambient playlist from their thing. Hey, Violet Doll. Gonna be streaming later on Twitch. It depends if you guys want to. Oh my god, we've already been streaming for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So in 45 minutes, if we still want to, then I'll jump over to Twitch just like last time. We do. You already know you do. I mean, I should have guessed that. So I can do a similar thing on this one with the water coming down off the page, or maybe not off the page, but like not ending in a specific line. Your postcard collection is growing. Oh my gosh. How many do you have now? Oh wait, I can't do the tree until I finish. I have to do another layer on the background before I move forward. Okay. Plus you probably got a couple giveaways over time, right? Yeah, giveaway. That's what I thought. Are you guys the types of artists who how do I phrase this? I have a question about style. How do I phrase this? Like, have you ever like defined what you think your style is, and when you're creating things you only paint something in that style? And if so, is there a specific reason? Like, I don't know, I guess I'm always curious about that, since I do so many different things and have kind of a eclectic style, and I'm always experimenting. I personally feel like I don't even really have a style, but I could understand it, like from a buyer's point of view, a collector's point of view, like they want consistency, so I could see how it would benefit someone. Oops. He's trying to adjust my camera to help it, but I don't think I can figure it out. Oh, seeing your stuff together. Yeah. Like if you scroll through your own profile, you notice. I haven't nailed down what I want to do though. I mean, I think that's more of what I'm wondering, Shiva. If nailing down what you want to do, like why is there this feeling or this need to nail down what you want to do? Why can't that just be ever evolving? Is it because we're so tied into social media and seeing other artists post who have a specific style, who only work in a specific style, makes us think that that's what we need to do? I feel like that must be part of it. It is digital. It's called Of Flesh and Blood by Approaching Nirvana. You hate it, you totally agree. We're influenced by others. Yeah. Hello, Veronica. Yeah, that's one of the annoying things about being tied into social media so much is, and maybe it's not even that obvious, like how much you're influenced, but you've got to be influenced, you know? Like how can you not be in like subconsciously even. I think that was one of the huge benefits of doing that social media detox that I did last year. And like I did learn so much, and I had some pretty big breakthroughs during that time. I learn a lot from watching other people, but everyone has their own. Yeah, for sure. I love when I'm scrolling around on Instagram and I see something, and before I even see the person's name who posted it, I'm like, oh, that's so and so. That's pretty cool. I think someone recently said that to me too, which really surprised me because I feel like I just post so many different things. Like, how can you notice my style? All right. I like this summery color palette. This one's fun. I just want it to be summer. I want it to be spring. You know all of my styles. All of my styles. I have too many. You don't know my style, but you always recognize an SB. That's so crazy though. Yeah, it's really cold and icky today. Last night and today, I actually had to turn the heat up for the first time in a while. I was like, I can't take it anymore. I was wrapped. I had like 3 layers on, including a really heavy sweater, 2 layers on of like sweats and leggings, 2 pairs of thick socks, and a blanket wrapped around me. I was like in complete burrito mode, and I still needed to turn the heater on. When you see them on other people's walls, oh yeah, most people have like if it's compared to other styles, other people's art, I think it's especially noticeable. I often notice like Loish prints on people's walls when they post photos of all their art on their walls. I'm like, oh my god, it's Loish. Like hers is so noticeable. It's pretty cool. Oh. I just realized that my grass isn't dry, so I am diluting it. So we are going to dry it really quick with the handy dandy hand dryer. Watercolor's eraser. This song is called Conceived in the Rain by Abstraction. Don't really know what to expect with that. Oh God. So it's 3:30, which means we have about a half an hour left of this stream, and then, like I said, if everyone wants, we could jump over to Twitch for a little while. Even if it's just an hour, sometimes, or last time it was kind of fun. I think I did 2 hours last time. But also that might be good because then I can remind Twitch people that the paint-along is tomorrow. But I do have to be pretty diligent about my schedule in the next few weeks because, like I said, I'm slightly freaking out about my timeline of moving and everything else in between. And also next week my schedule will be different because we are leaving, I think, on Friday. So I may be able to definitely we'll have the Monday Twitch stream. That's for sure happening. But then for the YouTube stream next week, I don't know which day I can do it. So I'll just schedule it ahead of time, and if you want, you can check out my YouTube channel once in a while just to see which day I chose. If for some reason it doesn't happen next week, hopefully you guys know why, you understand. It's because I'm packing, or either packing for the trip or for moving. But I'll definitely try to get one. Oh my god, am I painting off the screen? Anyways, things and stuff. Some stuff is happening at a time and a place. God, that color is so powerful. It's the Pyrrolene Violet. Once that dries, we can do the Words. I can't even. I'll give it a blast of heat. It's nice and warm every time I do that. The paper's like so warm and just, oh, I love that feeling. It is a happy tree. I would be happy if I were this tree. I have a pretty good view. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Aww. What a cutie. There we go. It's dark already, really. We have a little while left. Background track of people's voices. Wait, I didn't hear any voices. Are you sure you don't have something else playing? Wait, were there really voices on this track? Excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, it must have been kind of subtle though. I didn't even notice. You finally lost it. No, no, no. It's me. It's not you, it's me. really should invest in some really nice colored pencils at some point. Not a ton, but just like 10 colors maybe. I only have 1, 2, 3, like 12 pencils, 12 colors, and they are super, super old. They're the Verithin, so it's extremely hard lead. They're not very easy to use. And I've just had them for a very long time. For details like hair, oh, I never draw hair. I do when you sharpen them, because they're really hard lead, like you can trust that you can press down pretty hard, which I like that side of it. Like this kind of thing is nice. But it might also just be the colors that I have are not maybe I just need some more colors. I don't know. Hello, Lucy. Like that one. I like the negative space of the like fluffy cloud style outline versus the wispy cloud. Although I like this one a lot for the winter scene. It feels like it fits. So I have a couple more I think with this style. So yeah, I'll continue with that. Polychromos are hard-leaded, but still very pigmented, so you don't have to press down hard. I think that's more what I need, because these are good if I want really subtle colors, but I need something that's maybe a bit more, yeah, just a bit more pigmented. Oh my gosh, like this one is supposedly, it's called olive green, but it seems like it should be dark, right? It's barely visible. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's also the paper and but I'm like pressing really hard and you can barely see it. I don't know. It's a mystery. Get them open stock. Oh yeah, I mean, you can get pretty much any, like if I go onto Jackson's website or dickblick.com, those big art websites, you can get individual colors. All right, so we have about 10 minutes left. This one is another one that's like really hard to see. Oh my gosh, you guys. So yesterday when I was finishing the final page of the first draft of the book, I was like, okay, I just need to like sit down and get this done and like power through this. So I'm gonna just throw on something on Netflix just to get me through it. I chose pretty much the first thing that popped up because I just wanted like background noise that wasn't going to be too distracting. So if I choose something that I love, I'm going to watch it. So I can't do that. Anyways, I choose pretty much the first thing, which happened to be this like documentary style show called Cheer, and it's about cheerleading. And I don't know anything about cheerleading or have never watched anything about cheerleading, but it follows this famous cheerleading team through their season and, you know, their big competition and stuff. And it was like annoyingly addicting and annoyingly entertaining. So I found myself watching it far too many times, and I had to actually turn it off because I I needed to get more work done. What the heck? Why I can't just like pick something random and ignore it. I end up getting like really into it. Silly. Wolfie? Oh my god, Wolfie's home. He's home so early. He's home from his business trip. Oh, it's because my speaker's turned off. I was like skipping all these songs because I didn't think they were actually playing. Sorry, guys. I hope it wasn't. Alright, that one's done. I like that one. Happy little tree on the hillside. Next up, I have a couple more sketched out. 10 minutes plus an hour on Twitch. Yes, 9 minutes now, isn't it? So this one is another playing with that cloud style, the fluffy cloud and the trees. I find that I like to draw my rivers flowing from left to right for some reason. I could probably try to change that up for some of the other cards, but I guess that just feels natural to me. And this one is more like in the forest feeling, more trees with the two big trees on the side. So I want to play with that style, but bigger on these ones. So yeah. Wolfie! Hi! I'm about to switch from YouTube to Twitch, so it'll be like a 2-minute break. So I'll come find you. Look at his fancy suit. Look at that. Don't hide behind me. He's hiding. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Oops. I cut you off again. Yes. The back of your suit's all wrinkled. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I'll come find you. I know. Okay. Wait, should we just jump over? Let's just jump over to Twitch now before I start the next one. Because I'll get way too distracted and then forget. So, I'll let him know you guys said hi as well. So we're gonna pretty much stop here. I'm gonna jump over to my Twitch channel. If Woosie, could you grab the link and post it in chat really quick? Or Corvus. Actually, anyone can do it, I think. I don't know if it has to be a mod. And I'll meet you guys over there in like 5 minutes. I just need to go say hi to Wolfie. I might change my water because the left side's looking a little murky. And, and we'll say hi to Vader as well. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll be streaming tomorrow here on YouTube for the Paintalong, so don't forget. I'll see you in 24 hours plus 2 for that, okay? And yeah, if you want to come hang out, we will be over on my Twitch channel. I'll grab the link really quick. So, there you go. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.